shape our scissor shape. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the session. You must have seen the caption in the beginning that says Gemini essay writing. The reason I'm going to repeat Gemini essay writing today is because I got an information that Gemini drive is going to happen at in Vizag from the last week of November. So we are technically in the between second and third week of November. So the last week of November, the drive in Vizag is going to happen. I don't have the dates, I don't have the venue, but what I have the information is in Vizag last week of November, the drive is going to happen. What all districts will participate, all that information I'll give it to you very soon. That information will be shown to you exactly like this slide. Earlier I had showed you this slide with the date, the venue and the districts which will participate. Likewise, for the last week of November, I'll show you the information, and this will be the pattern for the entire Gemini selection process. You will have a written test with aptitude and essay writing, 2 sections. Aptitude, you will have 32 questions that needs to be answered in 50 minutes. Essay writing, you need to write a minimum of 300 words that needs to be completed within 30 minutes time. Once you clear both these sections, you will qualify for the interview round where you will have a technical interview followed by HR interview. Now what happened earlier is the technical and the HR interview was a combined interview. There were a total of 10 to 12 questions, out of which majority of the questions were technical round and few questions were from HR round. Both the technical and the HR person were in the panel. So it was just one interview where they asked HR as well as technical questions. So you may just have one interview or you may have 2 interviews. If it's 2 interviews, it will be technical round. If you qualify, then you will go to HR round. But in case if the number of students are high, the number of HR officials are less and they have less amount of time for doing 2 separate interviews, what they will do, they will combine the interview. In the interviewers room, you will have 2 or 3 panelists. One person will ask questions on HR, couple of people may ask questions on technical. Both the interview will happen simultaneously and you will get to know if you cleared or not. But to reach the stage of interview, you need to clear the written assessment where you will have questions on aptitude and you will have essay writing. As far as aptitude is concerned, you will have questions from quantitative analysis and logical reasoning. For quantitative analysis, the questions will come from profit and loss, ratio, linear equations, time and distance, time and work, permutations, combinations and probability. For logical reasoning, you will have questions from data interpretation, data sufficiency, syllogism, non-verbal reasoning, coding and decoding, blood relations, flow chart and number series. Now comes the most important part where majority of students were finding it difficult to clear, and that is the essay round. In essay, you will have parameters where you will be gauged on punctuation, capitalization and structure. Now what exactly do I mean by these 3 areas? I'm going to read this out. So I have been clearly instructed today by APSSDC that I need to repeat essay writing for you guys because the number of people who cleared essay is very less. The lines were open since last 9 days, not a single person called. I don't know what seems to be the problem, but APSSDC has asked me to repeat essay, so that's what I'm going to do. When I open the lines, if you have questions, please call and ask. If you don't want to ask questions, completely your decision, but I will go ahead with my session. So as far as the essay tips are concerned, the same tips you will see on the tool as well in terms of time limit and utilization. So total time allocated for the entire essay is 30 minutes and you need to distribute your preparation and writing time appropriately where you are able to derive the most. So I am saying 3 minutes to read the topic. You don't really need 3 minutes to read the topic. I think 1 minute is sufficient, and here 3 minutes is sufficient. So 1 minute for reading the topic and 3 minutes to make the notes. So that makes it 4 minutes. 4 plus 20 is 24, plus 2 26, which means I still have 4 minutes with me, and I can use that for writing the essay. Considering the typing speed that you have, which may be quite less, so that from that perspective I am saying 1 minute to read the topic. It should be 1 minute, just a moment. 1 minute to read the topic, 3 minutes to make notes and writing down the ideas on paper as to how will you structure it, 24 minutes to write the essay, which is a very good amount of time. 24 minutes is a very long time to write an essay, and remaining 2 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever you can save from that 24 minutes, you can use it to review and correct errors. As far as the word count is concerned, the minimum word count is 300, even if your essay is 299 words. Please remember, even if your essay is 299 words, you will be disqualified. So it has to be a minimum of 300. Now comes the most important part, which is the punctuation. So please ensure you use correct punctuations, use space after comma and full stop. If you use it before comma or full stop, you will lose points and disqualified. So you need to understand the usage of comma and full stop, where to use, where not to use, what to follow. Capitalization, another area where a lot of students have failed already. In capitalization, please ensure you use appropriate capitalization. First letter of the word after full stop should be capital. Any noun should start with a capital if it's a proper noun. First person, that is I, should be capital. Any keyword should be capital. Any errors that you do in punctuation as well as capitalization, you will lose points and you will fail. And if you fail in essay, that means you cannot go for interview. Structure, write the first paragraph as introduction, second para as main content. You may choose to write 4 paragraphs, that means second. In case if your structure is inconsistent, you may lose points in terms of overall score. Now grammar and spelling, you may lose points if you make spelling mistakes or grammatical mistakes, and you may fail. So write grammatically right and consistent sentences, maintain proper tense, verb, subject, agreement, plural, singular forms. Do not make spelling mistakes, and in case if you have word which is spelt differently and it has a different meaning, but it has the same pronunciation. In case if you have such a scenario, please be very careful, don't get confused which form to be used for what kind of context. So please be aware of that. Grammar and spelling errors would lead to reduction in overall points and you may fail. Alright. So this is the link which is there still, it is still active. You need to log in with your user ID and password, which is your Aadhaar number. That's the link. So this is the screen that you see. Enter your Aadhaar number as user ID and password. Once you do that, you will reach your profile. On the left pane, this is the left pane which you see on the left side under the logo. The left pane, click on assessment. It will take you to Capgemini aptitude and Capgemini essay. You can click on either of them, aptitude or essay, and you can start taking the test. Now once you start the test, I am going to show you in terms of, so this is the link. So I log in here, I enter with, now since my user ID and password is different, so I am entering with my user ID and password here. The papers that you see will be slightly different because I am testing on a lot of other areas. So I go to Capgemini aptitude, So I take the first one. So I go to start. So it says 32 questions and that needs to be answered in 50 minutes. I go to start. Now I start taking the test. Once I select an answer, I need to click on save and next. Only then the answer will get saved. I select an answer, I go save and next. If I am not sure, I can skip it. I can skip number 4 as well. Number 5, I pick an answer, I say mark for review and next, which means I want to change. And number 6, I am saying save. Number 7, I am saying save. Now if you see on the right pane, 3 and 4 is gray, which means I haven't answered it. So I can directly click here, go to 3 and answer, click on 4 and answer. I can say save and next, save and next. Number 5, I have marked it for review. So now I am sure this is the answer. I can say save and next. Basically, you need to mention all these grids are green. Once all are green, that means you have answered and also clicked on save and next. You will go to the bottom and you need to say submit assessment. If you do not submit the assessment, you will score a 0. This is for mock test. Even for main exam, you need to submit each and every answer. You need to submit the individual answers and you need to submit the assessment. Otherwise, you will fail. So please do read the instructions very, very carefully before you attempt the main exam. Don't make silly and stupid mistakes that you lose out on an opportunity from a company like Capgemini. All right. The lines are still open, by the way. This is for your information. The lines are still open. Let's have the numbers flashed. 2354 0726, 2354 0326. Those who are going for Capgemini Drive, this is for you. Capgemini Drive, it's going to happen in the last week of November in Vizag, Visakhapatnam. Those who haven't gone for Capgemini Drive earlier, you will be a part of it, and this session is specially for you in terms of essay writing. All right. So lines are open. Somebody please call me and tell me what help do you need in terms of essay writing. If there is a specific topic you want me to write an essay in, if you want me to tell you how to write an effective essay, how to avoid mistakes, how to correct mistakes, how to properly structure an essay, I am going to show you live right now, live demo. So please call and give me a topic or the topic in which you are finding it difficult to write the essay. Please call me right now. The lines are open. If I do not get a call in next 1 or 2 minutes, probably I will pick my own topic and you need to accept it. All right. So while I am aligning my sheet, I need to align my sheet so that it will be clearly visible to all of you. All the fonts will be clearly aligned. Since you are watching it on your screen or your television, I need to align this. That is what I am doing right now. So please use this time as an opportunity to make that call and ask me questions as far as essay writing is concerned. Okay. I'm going to wait for 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to mention the number as well. Okay, let me align this properly so that this is visible. All right, these are the numbers: 2354 0726, 2354 0326. This has been corrected now: 2354 0726 and 2354 0326. All right. So please pick up your phone, call and ask specific questions on essay writing where you need help. If you want me to repeat anything, if you want me to, and if you need help in terms of punctuation, capitalization, structure, grammar, spelling, whatever it is, please call and ask. Do we have a call? No? Great. So despite putting so much effort, still nobody is interested. I don't know what to do now. Okay, let me get rid of this. So the topic of my essay is, I'm going to randomly pick this is the topic. This is what I'm using right now, because none of you are calling and asking what topic you want me to cover, so I will use a topic as per my wish. All right, let's start. So first I'm going to write the opening paragraph. India is not new to industrialization in its economy. Even though the major portion of the economy is driven by agriculture, there is a substantial contribution of industries. Since the time the British ruled India, industrialization began to change the shape of the economy. So I'm saying we can illustrate the introduction of railways and how it helped the economy grow. However, the momentum the economy could have got from industries was not achieved, especially after the post independence era. This is my opening paragraph, and I have used exactly 75 words. Okay, now going next. Now it's my main paragraph. China began to get industrialized during the same era, and today its domination is well known around the world. So I'm saying China began to get industrialized during the same era, and today its domination is well known around the world. India could have got the same share of domination as China, but failed to capitalize on opportunities. So I'm saying firstly, so why did India fail but China succeeded? Now I'm writing the reasons. Firstly, there is no inclusive approach to set up an industry in India. If a person wants to set up a business in China, it takes 12 to 15 days to get all clearance, but in India there are multiple agencies doing the same paperwork, which not only delays the clearance but also creates red tapeism. Red tapeism, it's one word. Red tapeism is a word, it's a term which means multiple procedures and corruption. So that's my first point. I'll just quickly read out the first point. So my first point is, firstly, there is no inclusive approach to set up an industry in India. If a person wants to set up a business in China, it takes 12 to 15 days to get all clearance. But in India, there are multiple agencies doing the same paperwork, which not only delays the clearance but also creates red tapeism and corruption. It becomes increasingly challenging to experience an encouraging atmosphere. Secondly, there is a serious lack of vision and innovation. What am I saying here? Secondly, there is a serious lack of vision and innovation. We have the best business schools and engineering universities, but students graduating from these institutes do not spend time on research and development. They prefer to get a high paying job in a corporate. The need for entrepreneurial attitude is missing. Nobody wants to create anything. They just want to work and get the salary. So there is a lack of innovation. There is lack of support from the government. We have a call. Okay. Please patch the call. Good evening. Okay, we got a call. We got a call. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ram.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah, we are calling from SAPNET College, Kakinada, and our students are watching the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, we just want to know what. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. I can hear you.
Yeah, we just want to know what kind of topics we can expect for Capgemini.
Can you repeat your question again?
Ji.
Can you repeat your question, please?
Sure. What kind of topics we can expect for essay writing for Capgemini, especially?
Okay, I have shown the topic. I will just read that out to you. You can hear me clearly, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. There are some topics which I found which were used earlier. Okay, just a moment. Okay, here we go. English language proficiency is important for getting a job. Agree or disagree? Advantages of Facebook and WhatsApp. Advantage and disadvantage of Facebook and WhatsApp.
Advantages of Facebook and WhatsApp. Disadvantages and advantages, guys.
Yeah, correct. It's seen on the screen right now. So online shopping versus offline shopping, the advantage and disadvantage.
Online shopping versus offline shopping, advantages and disadvantages.
Correct. Should smoking be banned in public places?
Sorry.
Should smoking be banned in public places?
Okay. Should we smoke in the public spaces and banks and all? That is one topic.
Yeah. Importance of technology in educational institutions.
Importance of technology in education industry.
Education institutions.
In education institutions.
Yes. Effect of social media on political issues.
Effects of social media on political issues.
Next, is vegetarian a better alternative for healthy living?
Are vegetarians or alternative for?
Healthy living. Basically, do
For healthy
vegetarian
living.
people have a healthy life compared to those who eat non-vegetarian?
Okay.
Transformation of higher education into e-education.
Transformation of higher education into?
E-education, electronic education.
Okay. Transformation of higher education into e-education. You're writing down this?
Okay. Should there be an age limit for consumption of alcohol?
Consumption of alcohol.
Yeah, should there be an age limit, minimum age?
Okay. Minimum age limit for consumption of alcohol.
Yeah, that's right. And I have few more. I just have couple of more. I'll quickly tell you. Just a
Okay.
moment. Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, here we go. The most memorable day of my life.
The most memorable day of my life.
Describe your personality. Describe your personality.
Okay. So I want to talk with you just a second.
Describe your personality. That's one. Women empowerment is one.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
This is Principal from Pragati Degree College, Kakinada, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your interaction is very nice, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, are you a student or a faculty, sir?
I am a principal of the Pragati College, sir. Faculty.
Okay, all right, sir.
Bye. Enjoy your language, my students. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
very much.
Yeah, please ask your questions, sir, because since last 2 weeks I was not getting any calls. So it's a good thing that you called today. So whatever question you have specific to Capgemini, essay writing or anything to do with Capgemini, in case if the student want me to repeat something, I will do that. Right now, today I am doing essay writing again to help them.
Bye. Thank you.
So any specific question you have on behalf of your students?
I am part of Pragati, definitely. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, so that was one good call. So somebody has called, the faculty member just called to ask specific questions on types of essay that have come in the past. I have one important message. Don't look at what were the topics they asked in the previous questions or sample papers. Learn to write any kind of essay. When I'm saying I'm going to train you on writing an essay, it could be any topic. Work on your general awareness, work on your general knowledge, and the way I am training you or I have already trained you to write an essay, learn it. What will happen is you will not be scared about what will be the topic. That's very important. So don't change your approach when you go for a campus interview. Don't look at what were the questions they asked in the past and will they ask it again and I will answer. If they ask a different question, does it mean you will not be able to answer? No. You are learning this for rest of your life, but the faculty did ask about the older topics so that you can practice, which is a very good thing. If you look at the tool as well, the tool has 10 to 12 topics which already came as a part of Capgemini essay. So you can practice on the tool as well. All right. But the lines, when they are open, please call and ask what exactly you need help. I'm very glad that we got a couple of calls today, but I expect more and more calls. All right. So I will continue with the paragraph, the second paragraph which I am writing. It says, thirdly, the banking system in India is not flexible. People with good political connections manage to get loans, but genuine businessmen suffer So my second paragraph has 188 words. My first paragraph has 75. So far I have already written 263. So I can go ahead and I can conclude the paragraph now. All right. India does have the potential to be better than China in every way. For that, the first change that we need is the change in our mindset. For example, if we want to buy a mixer grinder for a home, or say for example light bulb for our home, we may come across three options. First bulb is made by an American company, priced 50 rupees. Let me quickly finish writing this para, then I will read that out. That's it. I'm going to read the last paragraph. India does have the potential to be better than China in every way. For that, the first change that we need is a change in our mindset. For example, if we want to buy a light bulb, we may get three options. First bulb is made by an American company, priced 50 rupees. Second one manufactured by an Indian company, priced 28 rupees. And the third one made in China, priced 14 rupees. We will have the tendency to buy the Chinese bulb only because it's cheaper. We do not look at the fact that by not buying the Indian bulb, we are depriving an industry. We ignore the fact that if the sale of Indian bulb goes up, the cost will come down as the manufacturer will earn profit and will be able to reduce the cost. But we only focus on what we gain as a buyer. We got a call. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am Vijay from Srikakulam.
Yes, Mr. Vijay, please ask your question.
Sir, I wrote 5 essays in the assessment, sir.
You wrote
5 essay test, sir.
5 essay on the practice
Essay test
assessment.
on APSSDC tool, sir.
Okay, all right.
I got 4 maximum marks, sir.
Okay.
In the all essays. I don't know how to write the essay without
Okay.
mistakes, sir.
Were you making punctuation mistakes?
Sir, no, sir. There is no punctuation mistake, sir. I am perfect with that because I learned from you, by you, sir.
Okay.
But I mistake in grammar, sir.
You're making mistakes in grammar.
Grammar, sir.
Okay. In order to improve on your mistakes, or rather to avoid mistakes on grammar, what you should be doing is you should be writing small sentences. Because when you elongate a sentence, the chances of mistakes are more. If you write a simple sentence with lesser number of words, the chances of mistakes will be less. So the smarter way of doing it is think exactly what you want to write, translate that from your vernacular language to English, and while you are typing, keep checking exactly what you are writing and try to write a very short sentence. Let me give you an example. Okay, if I have to ask you to write one line, or rather tell me one line about impact of the economy due to the new rule of 500 and 1000. Okay, what will be the impact on economy as per you due to the new rule? You need to write one 4-line paragraph. What would you write? You can just tell me, I will type it. Are you there?
Sir, hello?
Can you hear me? I asked you a question.
Sir,
Are you there?
hello? Yes, sir.
I asked you a question. Were you able to hear me?
Yeah, I am hearing, sir.
Okay. So what would you like to say? What will be the impact on the economy of India due to the new rule of demonetization? So you tell me what you want to write. I will show you how to write it where you can avoid grammatical mistakes.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead. Sir, I'm waiting. Please tell me what would you like to write. I'm going to write. You just need to tell me. Got disconnected? Wow, when I ask a question in return, it gets disconnected. All right, we'll take a quick break now. We'll come back. After we come back, I'm going to read out the entire paragraph. And I didn't realize I have written 421 words on that essay. So we'll come back. We'll read the essay which I have written. Then we'll take more questions. And obviously, I'm going to help you further how to write an effective essay, keeping the structure, punctuation, grammar, sentence correction, everything perfect. All right, let's take a break and we come back soon. Welcome back, everyone. So, I'm going to read out the essay which I had written before the break so that you can look at it and you can also understand the structure. So, let me start. India is not new to industrialization in its economy. Even though the major portion of the economy is driven by agriculture, there is a substantial contribution of industries. Since the time the British ruled India, industrialization began to change the shape of the economy. We can illustrate the introduction of railways and how it helped the economy grow. However, the momentum the economy could have got from industries was not achieved, especially after the post-independence era. China began to get industrialized during the same era, and today its domination is well known around the world. India could have got the same share of domination as China but failed to capitalize on opportunities. There are few key factors for this. Firstly, there is no inclusive approach to set up an industry in India. If a person wants to set up a business in China, it takes 12 to 15 days to get all clearance. But in India, there are multiple agencies doing the same paperwork, which not only delays the clearance but also creates red tapeism and corruption. It becomes increasingly challenging to experience an encouraging atmosphere. Secondly, there is a serious lack of vision and innovation. We have the best business schools and engineering universities, but students graduating from these institutes do not spend time on research and development. They prefer to get a job in a high-paying job in a corporate. The need for entrepreneurial attitude is missing. Thirdly, the banking system in India is not flexible. People with good political connections manage to get loans, but genuine businessmen suffer because of the huge amount of paperwork and procedures. India does have, this is my closing paragraph, India does have the potential to be better than China in every way. For the first change, for that, the first change that we need is a change in our mindset. For example, if we want to buy a light bulb, we may get three options. First bulb is made by an American company, price 50 rupees. Second one manufactured by an Indian company, price 28 rupees. And third one made in China, price 14 rupees. We will have the tendency to buy the Chinese bulb only because it's cheaper. We do not look at the fact that by not buying the Indian bulb, we are depriving an industry. We ignore the fact that if the sale of Indian bulb goes up, the cost will come down as the manufacturer will earn profit and will be able to reduce the cost. But we only focus on what we gain as a buyer. So we can be better than China if we agree to change. The topic was why India lags behind China in industrialization. I have given 3 reasons on my main paragraph, which is this. I have introduced why India is behind, what is the comparison, and I have also said how can we change. The topic is fairly clear and simple. Why are we behind? So I am stating the reason why are we behind, and I am also stating how can we improve it or how can we better ourselves. That's from the overall emotion or the expression point of view. Now let's look at the structure. If I may reduce the size, so if you see, I'm just changing the alignment a little bit so that it will be understandable. So if you look at this, okay, you can clearly make out there are 3 paragraphs, paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2 and paragraph number 3. Very clearly mentioned structure. Second aspect, my entire essay is left indent. I have used this header so that I can tell you what's the topic, but in the main exam I don't need the header. Okay. Now let's look at some granular aspects of the entire essay. I'm going to change the alignment so that all the lines will be clearly visible to all of you. Okay, here we go. I am saying my sentence starts with whichever word my sentence starts with, it will be capital letter. Okay. After full stop, I used a full stop, I wrote a very short sentence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, only 10 words in the first sentence. I end my sentence with a full stop. After full stop, there should be a space. You see this space? There is a space here. It cannot be before the full stop, it has to be after the full stop. Okay? When I use words like even though, however, but, since, hence, therefore, because of this, there should be a comma, and after comma also there is a space. The lines are open. Based on this particular essay that I have written, if you have questions, please call and ask. On this essay, if you have questions, please call and ask. So, after even though, I am supposed to use a comma, after comma there should be a space. So, I continue. The major portion of the economy is driven by agriculture. There is a substantial contribution of industries. Now, again, if you see since, I did not use the comma here because my usage of since is different. Since the time the British ruled India, if I wrote since, I know that the British have ruled, then the context of the since will change. So, after this there is a comma. Industrialization began to change the shape of the economy. We can illustrate, instead of saying we can illustrate, we can use the example. I can just say we can use the example. In that case, I do not need this of the. So, I am changing the grammatical form here. We can use the example of the introduction of railways and how it helped the economy grow. See here, however, I have used however. After however, there will be a comma without any space. After comma, obviously there will be space. However, the momentum the economy could have got from the industry was not achieved, especially after the post-independence era. Post-independence is a compound word. That is why I will use a hyphen here. Post-independence era. Pre-independence, post-independence, it is a compound word. My new paragraph starts with a capital letter. One more reason, any line or any para will start with capital letter. Secondly, this is a noun which is a proper noun. I will use a capital letter. China began to get industrialized during the same era, and today I am using a comma, I am breaking the sentence. Why am I breaking the sentence? Because I am combining the meaning. I can use it as a separate sentence, I can use after comma as a separate sentence, but I am combining it by using a comma because I am pausing, because its domination is well known around the world. India could have got the same share of domination as China, but failed to capitalize on opportunities. Full stop. There are few key factors for this. Full stop. I am writing very small sentences so that I can avoid grammatical mistakes. Here I am using point number 1, which is firstly, comma, pause. There is no inclusive approach to set up an industry in India. All my sentences, if you see, are small sentences so that I can avoid grammatical mistakes and I can include more words in my essay. If a person wants to set up a business in China, it takes 12 to 15 days to get all clearance. But in India, I can either say but. In India, I can use a comma. I may ignore to use a comma, that is not a problem at all. But when I am using a comma, there has to be a space after that. Okay? There are multiple agencies doing the same paperwork, which not only delays the clearance but also creates nepotism and corruption. If I have to use a keyword here, agencies like Environment Ministry. Environment Ministry, E&M Capital. We got a call. Good evening.
Hello? Sir, this is Vijay, sir.
Yes, sir. Please ask your question.
Sir, in the, hello?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
You gave me one topic, sir, impact on economy. Unfortunately, the line was disconnected, sir.
Correct. So
I'm
what I
sorry
was
for
saying
that.
is, if you have to write 3-4 lines of the demonetization impact on economy, what would you like to say? You just tell me and I will type it and show you how to write short sentences.
Okay, sir.
So
I
what
will
is,
tell you short form, like short, sir.
I need only 3-4 lines from you. Just tell me what
okay,
you
sir,
feel.
okay.
Yeah.
Economy of the country plays an important role in financial aspects. It reduces black money. There is huge impact on industries, transportation, business.
Okay. What was the question, Vijay?
Sir?
Did you understand the question?
Okay.
Okay.
Impact on economy.
Impact
new
of
currency.
demonetization on economy. Okay. No,
Okay, sir.
don't think about writing the essay. I want your opinion. Imagine this is an interview happening.
Okay.
So, what is your opinion about the new rule? What will be the impact of the new rule on economy?
Sir, I can't tell. Little bit tension.
Why tensed? I'm giving you time. Take your time and tell me. I'm waiting.
Okay, sir.
Just give me few points. You need not speak the whole sentence. Just give me 2-3 points. What will be the impact of demonetization on economy?
This decision changed the economy of India. There is a lot of black money are come out.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Yes, sir.
What will be the impact on economy? Not black money. I'm saying economy.
Economy, sir.
Are you there?
Sir. Hello?
Are you seeing the screen as well or just talking to me?
I'm just talking.
Okay, so give me 2-3 points. Otherwise, you pick your own topic.
Sir, can I tell? I wrote the
Yes, please go ahead.
effect of social media and political issues.
Okay.
Can I read, sir?
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Most powerful weapon nowadays, most powerful weapon is social media. It has huge response of the people entire the world. It is very faster than the media to spread the news at very less time.
Yes, I'm listening. Go ahead. How many words have you used?
Hello?
Yes, sir. How many words have you used in the essay?
Above 400 words, sir.
400 words within 30 minutes, right?
Within 30 minutes.
Can I get your Aadhaar number, please?
Aadhaar number. Sir, can you please stay online, sir?
Yes, yes. Because I can check the answer from back end. And when did you take the assessment? Or when did you write the assessment? Essay writing?
Sir, I am writing daily one essay, sir. I think is day before yesterday, sir. I
Okay.
wrote this essay. Sir,
Day.
can I tell the other number?
Yes, please go ahead.
6204
Okay.
7332
Okay.
7039.
Okay, just a moment. I'm just checking something here. And what is the name of your college?
Gayatri College of Science and Management, Srikakulam.
Can you tell me which date did you take? Because I'm not able to see your assessment on 11th onwards. Was it before 11th? Not 11th,
No.
just a moment. From 10th November onwards, I don't see your record.
No,
Was
sir,
it
I'm
be-
writing daily assessment. Yesterday I wrote an essay. Sir,
Yes,
yesterday effects on political parties in social media. I wrote that essay, sir. Yesterday.
you mean effect of social media on political parties?
Yes, sir. Effects of social media on political parties.
Yeah, you just said the other
I
way
think the
around.
Assessment essay, fifth essay, sir.
And what is your name?
Vijay Krishna, sir.
Of
Full name.
full name?
Full name Kuppili Vijay Krishna.
Okay. From Gayatri College of Engineering?
Gayatri College of Science and Management.
Science and Management. I'm sorry. So on 14th of November, you have taken essay test number 4, right?
Sir.
Okay. Yeah, your score is 4 and 2. So I will have to go back and check what is the reason the score is like this. Let me quickly check one more thing. And 15th, you took essay test number 5. Your score was 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And 16th, you have taken essay test number 6.
Yes, sir.
And your score is 4. Okay. So what I will do, Vijay, is I will go back and check. No, we don't need to show the Excel sheet. This is my personal data, sir. Please don't show the screen. What I will do is I'll go back and check in the back end what seems to be the problem where you are losing out on points so that I can give you specific feedback. All right?
Okay.
So I'll do
Okay.
that. I really appreciate, Vijay, you called and asked this question because you really want to learn, you really want to do very well in your essay. Sometimes the tools are built, this particular tool is built on certain assumptions. Does it check the answer exactly like Capgemini? Probably not. Or maybe not. We don't know. Got disconnected. So we had Vijay who called us to get his feedback on the essay. So what I was telling him, the way the tool is built, the APSSDC tool, it may not be like the way Capgemini tool is built, but it is just for practice purpose. Since he has given me his information, that will help me go back and probably try to get the answer, to check what the essay is and look for the answer and probably give him the feedback tomorrow. That's a very good thing he did. He's from Gayatri College of Science and Management. I couldn't really remember which location he's from. That's not a problem at all. The idea is he wants to learn, he wants to get feedback, and that information will be conveyed to him tomorrow. Okay. So do we have any more callers? No callers. Okay. No callers at all? No callers. All right. So I'm going to call it off now. Tomorrow we'll look at another essay. When I open up the line in the beginning, please call and ask your specific questions. If you have any essay in mind as an example, you can ask that as well. I'll try to tell you how to write a perfect essay on that. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and Vijay, I will answer your questions specific tomorrow. Thank you.